and get comfortable, but don't get too comfortable because we got a pretty exciting show for you today. Can you guys hear me okay? Let me get that out of the way. If you can hear me all right, please put a 1 in the chat box if you could. Appreciate it. Looking for those 1s. Okay, great. Got some 1s. Now, can you see the screen okay? Give me a 2 if you can see the screen. It says starting now. Okay, great. So we can see hear the sound. We can see the screen. So guess we're about ready to go. Jay, are you all set?
Absolutely. Yeah, let's rock and roll.
Okay, guys, let me introduce you to a guy named Jay Cruz. This guy's an SEO expert. He's started from scratch and built a 7-figure consulting company in SEO. And he's using these trend-jacking techniques that no one else is using and that he's invented. He's been working with their tried, true, tested techniques. And we're going to share those with you today. So without further ado, let's go ahead and turn it over to Jay.
Well, thank you.
Take it away,
so much.
Jay.
Thank you for that super kind introduction there. So, yeah, my name is Jay. I'm from Press Cable, and today I'll be sharing with you our method for getting traffic and how it doesn't matter who you are, it doesn't matter what you do, anyone can do this to get some serious traffic. And this is changing the way people are pushing their businesses online, their products, their services, whatever they're doing. You know, this is brand new, it's fresh, and it's going to be very, very exciting for each and every one of you. So before I get started, it's a very important question that well, in fact, even before we get into that question, let's just confirm you can hear me as well, clearly. So I know you can hear Hugh there. So if you can hear me clearly, you can see my screen clearly, just drop me a quick yes in the chat box here. So I'll give you a second to do that real quick. Let's have a look. Okay, so we've got yeses coming in. All right, let's have a look. See if I can get
Guys, you can hear me okay, right? You can hear me, but can you hear Jay?
Yeah,
and people are hearing you both, so I think the people that say no sound may have just a problem with their computer at this point.
Yeah, sure. Hugh, I've just noticed if you can make me organize that as well. That's probably
Sure.
why I can't see the.
No problem. You got it.
Good. Perfect.
There you go.
Yep. So I can see the yeses coming in now. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, so an important question then before we get started is why are you here? Really think about that. You've invested your time to be here. Now it could be because you're struggling with traffic, with rankings. It could be that you need that breakthrough idea, okay, to push forward. Or it could be that you just want to scale your business. Now, regardless of what that problem is, my pledge to you today is that it's no longer going to be a problem. Okay, if you apply yourself, you get involved today, you interact, you enthuse with what we've got, then that's no longer going to be a problem. After doing this for years and years, and literally having helped, I think, thousands of people now make money online, I've seen you get the best results when you're not only paying attention, but you're fully engaged, and you're asking yourself, how can I apply this to my business or my venture? All right, this is about you. This is your training. What you take from it, or whatever you leave behind by the same token, is completely within your own hands. All right? So it's about you and growing your business. So let's get started with today's session. Now, first of all, traffic, yes, it's everything, but what does that actually mean, right? Traffic is a currency now. Okay, it's cash. It's actual money. Think about that. Traffic is money, right? It's crazy. And the more of it you generate, of course, the more money you're going to make, right? Ultimately, it's about getting more customers, and of course, that's what today's session is going to be all about. Let's give you a quick rundown of who I am, why I'm here, and why you're on this special training today. So, here's me here. I like very much putting a face to a voice for all of you. That's how I learn too. I like to see who I'm, listening to when I'm on training like this. So, this is me. This is Jay Cruz, and above is my partner here, Chris Munch, who's he's a pretty much a traffic genius in his own right. So together, yes, we built a seven-figure business. We travel for work, for life, whatever you want to call it. We meet like-minded people like you here all over the world. And of course, we've worked extremely hard to be here. You can always there's always a few people in the audience who recognize us. I think there is a couple here as well, from our travels and our speeches and our talks across the world. So, yep, we're on a journey. We're enjoying the ride, but of course, every journey begins somewhere. And although we've got this bustling business now, it wasn't always the case. And again, this is about me. Sorry, I always say that this is not about me. Rather, this is about you. Okay, so this is not about me. It's about growing your business. But this little section is going to be about me because you may find it useful to understand how I got here and how quickly things can change. Okay, because for me, it was pretty much do or die to make this work. Now, many years ago, I was sat on a bench in the middle of a crowded London subway, much like the one you see on the screen here, having borrowed, I think I got to tens of thousands of pounds from family and friends, which equates to, thousands of dollars, like tens of thousands. And it was my ninth attempt at business, and it failed abysmally. And this coincided with me losing my cousin, who was a great friend of mine at the age of just 36. I mean, he, just literally, he died very, very suddenly. And if you imagine someone you are so connected to and not being able to be there for them, it killed me. And of course, I was already on my knees, so it was breaking point for me. And I sat there in the middle of a tube station or a subway station like this, in a flood of tears. And although, yep, there were hundreds of people around me living their lives, moving around, mine stood completely still. And I felt like I was sat on a bench like this. I mean, I felt completely alone. At that point, nobody believed in me. Nobody saw anything in me other than failure. Okay? And around that time, I made a decision. I made a decision to invest in myself. Okay? You'll see the parallels with it in any entrepreneur or many entrepreneurial journeys, whether it's your own or somebody else's. But I stood up. I backed myself. I invested in myself. And along with a friend of mine, one of my best friends growing up, Mr. Joey Zota, who you may know, he's doing some really big things in the video and animation space. But together we went out there, and I used my last few pounds, literally, to get to this place called Fortaventura for an event with the world's top marketing geniuses. And this is where I met Chris. All right, meeting Chris it was amazing because he was one of the main speakers at this event. But I was more amazed at the step-by-step system that he was talking about. Okay, he was going on about it. I listened to him, and I was taken aback. And he said, "Well, Jay, if you think it's that easy, why don't you go out there and use it?" And of course, I saw this as my ticket, right? And many years ago, having had this chat with him, I decided to go out there. So I scaled. I used the simplicity and ease of this system, step by step. I scaled and scaled, as it was simple and easy to use, right? And things for me changed very, very quickly as a result. And yes, this isn't the fastest or most expensive car out there, all right? But it was important for me to deliver to this man. This is my father. He drives it now. I literally, just gave him the keys, put them in his hand. But it was important for me to complete that loop in my life. And again, this is not about me, okay? This is about you. This is about growing your business and taking your life forward in that capacity. Now, it is important, however, that you know who I am, okay? And you may find it useful to know our journey and how we got here and how quickly things can change. All right, so just to give you a little bit of background as to who we are and, of course, why we're here. All right, so let's just jump straight into this then. The first thing I want to share with you is this. This is pretty much the theme of today's training. It's a tipping point, right? No matter where we are, no matter what we're trying to do online, if we're trying to sell something, we're trying to get traffic. And to get traffic, you need one very, very important thing. Okay? You need authority in Google's eyes. That's it. We can simplify the whole thing down. It doesn't matter what strategy you use. It doesn't matter what avenue you pursue the traffic in. That's what you're trying to do. And many of us, you may be in this situation now. You're pushing boulders up hills, and it feels like You need that break. Nothing is moving, nothing is growing fast enough, and it's not a good place to be. Well, today is about getting to this tipping point. Where getting traffic, getting rankings, getting that authority is easier than it's ever been for you before. Okay, and if you hit another hill, or you have obstacles, the momentum behind you carries you through with ease. Alright, we're going to be talking more about that as we go. So let me just open this up real quick, just to get us thinking on the right mode, and in the right way here. What would you say is the biggest ranking factor when it comes to Google? And remember, you're here for a reason. You're here for yourself, right? So if you don't interact, you don't engage, you're not going to retain as much information as you can. So you're not going to make the most of the session, which means you're wasting your time, essentially. So get involved. Let's do this together. I can already see a few people getting excited in the chat. So, biggest ranking factor when it comes to Google. What would you say it is? Just put that into the chat box for me. Let's take a look at what we've got. I'll give you a minute to do that. In other words, what is the biggest indicator to Google to rank you or to rank your websites? What would it be? So I'll give you a moment to put that in the chat box. I'll take a quick sip of my coffee here. Okay, so we've got social engagement from Ed. Absolutely. That's obviously important. It's a big one. It's one we hear all the time, right? Engagement, especially in the social sense. And also things like videos, things like relevancy, things like content, all of this stuff comes through, right? Well, here's the thing. The biggest ranking factor when it comes to Google is each and every one of these. Steven's just come in as well with level competition, which is interesting. It's a very interesting point, Stephen, and you're going to find out why a little bit later. But it's each and every one of these. These are undisputed, respected authority brands. Right? They're brands. Each and every one of them. Undisputed. Right? So, why is that the case? Well, this is what ties in the whole of the training today. The reason brand is the biggest search factor when it comes to Google, the ranking factor, sorry, is because of search. If you imagine recently, you may have searched, on Google, when you're searching to buy something, it might be a bag or a piece of equipment, electronic, it could be supplements, okay, it could be handbags, whatever it might be. When you're searching online, more often than not, we're beginning to use branded searches more and more now. Think about it. Why? Because we associate with brands better, right? And thus, branded searches are becoming more and more popular. I repeat, branded searches are becoming more popular, and Google, as a result, is rewarding them. Right? It's rewarding branded searches. Very, very important. So, you've got two options with the way that the world's moving now. And most people, by the way, with a lot of stuff I'm going to talk about today, don't even know how this stuff works. They're still stuck in what we like to call the matrix. They think that's the only way to get traffic, to get rankings, and that's it. But the world is moving at an exponential rate, right? Technologically. So I think it's time to unplug from the matrix and really see what's possible out there. So you've got two choices. Choice number one, you build your own multi-million, multi-billion-dollar brand from scratch. You build your own brand from scratch. Or choice B, like Ed says, the red pill. Absolutely. That's what I'm giving you the opportunity to do here, to take that red pill and wake up, right? To see how deep the rabbit hole goes, which we'll be exploring today. So you've got your option number one, create your own brand, or option number two, leverage existing authority brands, brands which Google already likes, Google already associates with. It's like the cool kids, right? If we go back to high school, now there's certain things in life you just cannot argue with because it's just the way the world works. It's a universal principle, such as cool kids in high school. Right? They're cool. If you hang with them, you're cool. It's as simple as that. You become cool by association. Now, Google is just like a kid. Okay? It's looking at the cool kids in high school. And the cool kids, by the way, in real life are who? Who are they? Come on. Start thinking. Who are they? Let's go. Well, they're the likes of CNN, aren't they? Fox News, ABC, big brands, BBC. If you can begin to associate with brands like this and leverage the authority they already have, then you're onto a winner. and I'll be showing you exactly how to do this in just 15 to 30 minutes today. And multiply that 200 times over every single time. So 200 brands every single time, 15 to 30 minutes work. All right? And we'll talk more about that as we progress through the training. So this slide is just through popular demand. I get asked this all the time. People are like, Jay, and I know there's a few people in the lead up to this training who were wondering if I was going to share this. So people ask me, you know, Jay, you travel the world, you do a lot of cool stuff, the business is going well. What are your 3 rules for a successful business? What have you learned? My 3 rules for any successful business is as follows. All right, so I'm going to go through this real quick. Number 1 is, of course, money. The business has to make money. It, of course, has to be profitable, right? You'll be surprised. You'd be surprised the amount of people that get emotionally connected to a business that's not profitable. Secondly, freedom. The money you generate needs to offer freedom. I'm not talking about perceived freedom, fake freedom I like to call it, right? So many entrepreneurs think they're free, yet they become an employee and a slave to their own companies, their own systems. That's not freedom. I'm talking about real freedom, true freedom. All right, and finally, and again I'll talk about that later, finally, value to others. Now, for Ed, these are in no particular order. This is just, you know, 3 pillars if you like. But value to others is probably number 1, absolutely. Because if you cannot provide value to other people, you will make money. I'm not going to say you won't. There's people out there who do. But the extent in which you take that, in terms of the maximum potential that you have to make money, is going to be limited. Okay? This is the biggest thing I've learned in business. The more value you provide to other people, the more you'll grow your bottom line. In other words, the more value you provide to other people, the faster your business will grow. It's as simple as that. Okay, so massive slide here. So take notes, take screenshots if you like. You've got full permission to do so. Do not miss out on this stuff. All right, once I've gone through it, I am not coming back. So do not miss this, because today is about creating a machine. I repeat, today is about creating and building a machine, not being a tool within one. So build a machine, do not be a tool within one. Massive thing. So many entrepreneurs think they're finally broken free, and they fall victim to this. Look at the picture. Does everybody see this? Give me a 1 in the chat. You need to see this picture clearly. So give me a 1 in the chat if you see this picture. Otherwise, again, we're wasting our time here. Alright? You need to see this. Alright, beautiful. We've got 1s coming in. Logan, Badger, David, Ed, Tario. All right, awesome. So, if you look at the piece of machinery here, look how focused that is on that one menial, simple little task. It's a small cog in the wheel, right? This is representative of so many entrepreneurs. They sell, they fulfill, they answer the phones, they answer the mail. They do technical support, they do everything, right? They're so involved in their own little tiny world that they have no idea of the bigger picture. So if you step out from this and get a proper vantage point where you can see exactly what's going on, right? You can begin to strategize. Then you can begin to create groups of tools to replace you, to create a machine. Then you create groups of machines, and you create groups of, or you create a factory, right? Ultimately, then you create groups of factories, right? And you just keep multiplying over and over and over. Today, I'm going to show you how to build a machine in just 15 to 30 minutes. More on this a little bit later. But the real opportunity today lies in traffic. Lies, of course, in traffic and using trendjacking and all that good stuff, which is very simple to do with the method I'm going to share with you, by the way. It's going to be super cool. But the real opportunity today, there's a bigger opportunity, is what you see on the screen. Okay? Airbnb. Biggest hotelier on the planet doesn't own a single piece of real estate. Uber, arguably the biggest taxi company on the planet, right? Doesn't own a single car. Doesn't own a single taxi. How is that possible? Are these companies doing something right? Well, of course they are, right? They are absolutely doing things right. They're growing faster than many companies in history. So what is it that they're doing? What is their secret? Can we learn something from this? Absolutely. You see, what they do, just like sports agents don't bother with having to make that final dunk or make the final shot in the PGA Tour final, whatever it might be. They simply connect people together. Just like Uber, it connects the service, and this is important, pay super close attention. Uber connects a service to a customer, takes recurring income, so you get paid every single month and moves on. And then it connects another service with another customer, takes the recurring income, moves on. Right? Imagine being the middleman. Think about that. Right? Huge opportunity here. The fulfillment done for you. Services connected, done. Take the recurring income, it's clean, it's easy, you don't have to bother with any of this, and you move forward. Just like Airbnb, just like Uber. It's a clean, profitable, scalable business in which you can create a machine. Alright? If that sounds appealing to you, give me a 2 in the chat box. Okay. Alright. Streams of 2s coming in. That's what I'm talking about. Good. Because I'm telling you now, if you get this one opportunity today, it's going to change the way that you look at business for a long, long time to come. So, traditional methods for getting authority. Remember, I talked about authority comes, or you're trying to generate authority. Why? Because you're trying to generate traffic online. You're trying to show Google, hey Google, I'm an authority, rank me, right? Well, here's the thing. You've got 2 strategies to do this. Number 1 is what you see on the screen, traditional SEO, or at least a part of it, because I don't care what you do online, to a degree, you are doing SEO, right? You're trying to manipulate something somewhere so that Google looks at you as an authority. Not everybody does that, by the way, but ultimately that's what it's about, okay? So there's 2 strategies to get that authority. Strategy 1 is the traditional SEO method. It's optimize your site, software development, get some feedback, create some loops there, A/B testing, rankings, test that out, link building, social networking, webs. It goes on and on. So would you rather employ strategy 1? It's a serious, direct question. This strategy, or to get the authority you need in Google's eyes, which is true authority, by the way. It's not mimicked authority. It's not creating pages and links and software that just, goes through the back door and tries to ultimately lie to Google, right? Google doesn't like that. So it's true authority. So would you rather employ this strategy or boom? Give me a 1 in the chat if you see this page. If you see the SkyRanker logo smack bang in the middle of the page, very important that you do. So one more time, if you see SkyRanker middle of the page, give me a 1 in the chat box. I'll give you a moment to do that. Okay. Or we've got strategy 2. Where literally, imagine the SkyRanker logo being a button, it's in your hand. I'm going to use my mouse for now. It's smooth to touch. Imagine, you've got it right now. Okay? And upon pressing that button, boom, you leverage hundreds of authority brands. Instantly. There's actually hundreds more. You get 200 guaranteed with the method that I'm going to show you in 15 to 30 minutes. Okay, let's say the button takes another 15 minutes to load, and then press it again, boom, hundreds more, over and over and over, giving you untold amounts of authority and providing you with the ability to do some serious damage online in a good way, of course, for your business to grow, to explode, to get the traffic you're looking for, jack trends for fun, okay, and get results overnight. So let me jump out of this. We've got a few things we're going to talk about here. So who wants to see an example? If you want to see an example, give me a 5 in the chat box. That's why we're here, right? Who wants to see this strategy work? Okay. Lots of 5s coming in. Beautiful. That's what I like to see. Okay, so let me just jump out of this real quick. Where are we? Okay, here we go. I apologize, the internet in the office here has been a little off today. think it's too hot in London. We don't know what to do. Right, okay. Here we go. I'm just going to open these up. Okay. So, and this is for local. Okay, this is a local case study I'm about to show you, but it doesn't matter because this works for anything. I repeat, this works for anything. It's incredible how powerful this is. I'm going to show you a case study in the local sphere for now, but you're going to see why local businesses is the biggest opportunity out there right now. Keep doing what you're doing, pushing in the way you're pushing, but you could be doing this with local businesses because they've got tons of money and they need results, right? So we'll talk more about that later. Anyway, let's have a look here. So we've got, and by the way, if you're doing anything in the local sphere, give me a 3 in the chat so I know. Alright. So give me a 3 in the chat box if you're doing anything in the local space. Real quick. And if you're not, then just put it in the chat box. If you're doing affiliate, write affiliate. If you're doing social, write social, whatever it might be. Now's your opportunity to let me know. And again, this is your training, so you can control the way we go today. Okay. Alright, beautiful. So we've got a nice mixture here. We've got social, we've got CPA, we've got local. Brilliant. Okay, like I said, it doesn't matter what you do. You're going to want to be able to do this for local and get paid recurring every single month, and then carry on with your own businesses, because that's how easy this is to do. Long Island Dog Waste Service. Long Island, New York. One of the most competitive areas on the planet. And look at this. This is the client in question. Scooby-Doo Dog Waste Removal. We're at the top of the page. Okay. If I scroll down, outranking all of our competitors. So make sure you pay attention to this, okay? Because if you miss it, you miss it. Next, Dog Waste Removal Service, Long Island. Look at the adverts coming in. $2 to $6, by the way, for these adverts. And I'm not even in Long Island. That gives you an idea of the level of competition. I'm here in London, which, by the way, is baking today. It's very hot. I'm proud to say, finally. But anyway, if I scroll down, 3-pack, look at this. Scooby-Doo Dog Waste Removal again. We're in the 3-pack, dominating. And we've got another listing here. Okay, if I go further down, another set of keywords, Long Island Pooper Scooper Service. Look at that. Absolutely dominating the 3-pack again. Scroll down, outranking our competitors, and we've got another listing. Alright, we could do this all day. We've got Long Island Dog Waste Removal, completely different set of keywords. Look at that. The top 3 rankings are us, including the 3-pack. Why is this important? I'll tell you. The client in question, Scooby-Doo Dog Waste Removal, paid $5,000 in a retainer for these results. They just said, look, just keep on getting us these results. Here's $5,000 per month. Now, I don't know of a single person on this planet who wouldn't happily take $5,000 per month extra income. I don't care if you're a plumber, I don't care if you're doing CPA, I don't care if you're doing video, social, even if you're an umbrella salesman, I don't care. $5,000 per month. Yes, please. Right? Why? Because results. Results speak for themselves. And you can see, look at this domination. And this business is obviously making their money, right? It's important to note. Alright, so let me just jump out of this real quick. I'm back into the presentation. So the way this works, by the way, and I'll go into this in a second. For those asking me, yes, of course, this works for anything, right? Look at this. Look at that, dog videos. Some of the keywords I showed you weren't that competitive. Is dog videos competitive? If you know anything about online, which I know all of us do, yes, it is. Massively competitive. 12 news, we leveraged 30 minutes, and we were on the front page. This is a screenshot, of course, for when we did this a few months back for a client. We lasted on the front page for a couple of days, but look at this. Number 4 for dog videos, 198 million competing results. Just look at the screen and imagine showing these results to a customer, to a client. Imagine getting these results for your own business, your own product, your own service. An affiliate site, it doesn't matter, right? Electric guitar, look at this. Front page for product keyword, 110,000 searches per month, 5 minutes work. We're on the page, on the front page here, look at this, 8 hours ago, ktvn.com, bam, front page, leveraged, all authority. We lasted around 2 to 7 days, but you'll know. All you've got to do is just press that button again, right? And bam, the campaign puts you back up there.
I'm loving these comments coming in like, holy crap, wow.
Yeah, I mean, it definitely excites people. And it should, right? Because it's, like I said, this is the matrix. People are living in the matrix. They're not realizing, you know, they're just so, oh, is this SEO? Is this, you know, such and such? No, it's like nothing you've ever seen before because nobody's doing this. Right? We call ourselves traffic rebels because we're fighting, you know, we feel like we're rebelling, aren't we? With a system and a method nobody even knows exists right now to give businesses like us, like you, an opportunity to fight with these big guns online. And we're doing it. We're doing it. We're going to continue to do it. Look at this. So let me jump out of this real quick. Okay. And this extends even further. I mean, you know, it just goes crazy. So if I show you this one here. So restraint slough. If you see this, just give me a quick one in the chat. Just going to highlight that at the top. Making sure the screen's changing here. Okay. Got a stream of ones coming in. 111. Ping, ping, ping. Beautiful. All right. So, not long ago now, I think about going back a few years. You can already see, look at this. By the way, before I start, 19th of June 2015, we ranked overnight then, and we're ranking now. So what I'm about to tell you, okay, happened overnight. So pay attention to what I'm about to divulge. But look at the date there. We're still ranking now. Now, important point. Around the time well, it was a few years ago now. I walked into my house and my aunt, who was suffering from debilitating arthritis, was in front of me. She was at my house. She was visiting, which was particularly powerful for me because she was suffering badly. I mean, she couldn't leave her house, and yet here she was. And if you imagine somebody you love a lot not being able to do anything about it, it renders you pretty helpless. You feel helpless, right? Yeah, here she was moving with freedom. So I asked her what happened. She said, "Well, Jay, I've been seeing this physio." Bang! I'm like, really? A physiotherapist has helped you this much? She said yes. I checked them on Google to see whether they were ranking. Invisible. People cannot see them. People who genuinely need help, like my aunt, couldn't see them. Do you understand the power of that? Think about that. People who are changing lives are invisible, right? While big companies with lots of money who can pay for SEO services are killing it. Changing lives, not so much. No. Not dealing with that, right? So I spoke to him. He wanted to target golfers, and that's what we did. Look at this. Wrist-trained Slough. Slough's a town. Population of around 300,000-ish. Maybe give or take. Anyway, look at that. Top of the page. That's our ranking. We're still ranking now. So when I spoke to him, his name was Cam, we ranked the next day. I showed him these results. He signed the deal. He paid us $700 a month from that point onwards. Why? Because I showed him results and he paid me. You see the simplified process here. Did I sell anything? No. Did I need to, go through extensive proposals? No. I showed him results and I got paid monthly. That's it. So like I said, just like the Pooper Scooper service, show results, get paid $5,000 a month. In this case, show results, get paid $700 a month. And just carry on repeating that process. Simple enough, right? And then you just stack up those recurring checks. You can carry on doing your business at the same time. But the biggest opportunity, like I keep saying to everybody here, is in the local space. I showed you some e-com examples just now with the guitar and the dog videos. And that's a video space. But the biggest opportunity is with local. These guys will pay you. Just give them results. That's all they want, right? And we know hundreds of businesses already that we're involved with, we're connected with, and we know, we speak to and interact with on a daily basis, which is quite powerful. Okay, so restraint slough, that's one keyword. Let's try restraint treatment, see if we rank for that. Oh, look, another ranking. So let's see if you can count how many rankings we're doing here, right? We're getting. So restraint treatment slough, we'll rank for that. Let's try golf injury. in Slough, because remember he was targeting golfers, very specific, right? Targeted keywords. Look at this, top 3 rankings. Bang, it's us again. Let's try golf injury, stove treatment in there as well, or treatment golf injury Slough. Bang, still ranking. Put Slough in the right place, still ranking. Let's see, golf injury or golf strain. Let's try strain. Injury in Slough. Last one, okay? I don't know if anyone's keeping count how many we're ranking for here. Boom, again, look at that, double ranking at the top. Now, you may be thinking, okay, so these, the competition isn't great for these keywords. And I'd agree with you. If I was in your position, I'd be thinking exactly the same thing. But here's the thing, they're targeted, right? And they stack up. And remember, Google does not reveal traffic at low local levels because of spam and many other reasons. It's not in their best interest to do so, right? But when I say stack up, I mean stack up. Look at this. So we're ranking here at the top with the double listing for hamstring massage Slough, along with all the keywords that I just showed you, using a single piece of content, right? So this is another piece of content we also rank for. Sciatica pain Slough, injury massage Slough, hamstring treatment Slough, hamstring therapy Slough, sciatica therapy Slough, sciatica. It goes on and on and on and on. And there's lots more. So if you stack these up, traffic, and remember, you're doing one campaign. Pressing that button once. Marketersmedia.com, huge authority site. We're still ranking after 2 years, right? And they stack up to a degree where all we did for them is one campaign per month for 4 months. I repeat, this is important. One campaign per month for 4 months. 3-pack. Look at that. 3-pack. With the authority we were pulling in from all of these hundreds of authority sites. Look at that. They got into that 3-pack from being nowhere on the front page. Like I talked about before, they were invisible, right? Now, bang, front page. That's where we got them to. And the interesting point here is, it doubled their business. That's what being in this 3-pack does for local businesses. Because these are the businesses people are phoning, calling, and checking just to see if they can visit them and all this good stuff, right? Think about it. $500,000 in added revenue for the year is what this was worth for this business. Will they pay you $1,000 a month? I think so. Right? But here's the crazy thing. You don't have to sell anything. You just show results and you get paid monthly. That's it. It's pretty incredible, right? So here's the thing. I've actually just got something that's come in from one of our copywriters. Let me see if I've got the right keywords here. Because if this is... I mean, I don't know if we're going to rank for this. We probably won't, but I'll give it a shot. Let's have a look. So we have, from what I see in the email, let me have a look here. Okay. So we have Houston. This is a long shot, but we'll give it a shot. We'll give it a try. Houston paternity. What do we have? Law firm services. So as we all know, lawyers, it's a competitive industry, right? Look at that 3-pack. And let's go to google.com here. Google.com. So it reverts back to .co.uk. So that's why I'm going to google.com here. If I go down, look at that. That is incredible. Boom. Do you see that? KTRE.com, authority news site, and bang, for Houston, 5 hours ago, front of the page, right below that 3-pack. Imagine showing this as a result to any business. Imagine, just for a second, all of the possibilities here. This is crazy, right? This is crazy. This is law, one of the most competitive industries on the planet. And look at this, 5 hours is what it took us, which means this was submitted, what, this morning? Not even. Right? Now, if you know of any other way you can do this, remember, this is matrix stuff, right? It's hard to unplug, I know that. But this is what's changing the game for people. I mean, we've got people who are doing some serious numbers with this, because all they're doing is getting results like this, showing them, and getting paid monthly. That's it. Show results and get paid. Right? $700 and above, like we talked about earlier. The biggest opportunity here. But what's crazy is that if we can target keywords like paternity law firm services and we can get ranked, the trend jacking that comes into this is on a whole new level. Alright, and I'll talk more about that very soon. But first of all, let me just break this down, because what happens is, it doesn't matter. And in fact, the reason this works is because Google sees everything. I repeat, Google sees everything. Your phone, who you're emailing, through all the way through to who you're ringing, what businesses you call, what businesses you Google to check out their details, their opening hours, and all that good stuff. Even where you visit is all checked by Google. Don't believe me? Look at this. Where do you think they get this data from? So not only can they tell you how busy a place is going to be at a certain time of the day, which is freaky enough. No. It helps you plan your visit. So people typically spend 15 to 45 minutes here. How crazy is that? Where do they get that data from? Because Google sees everything. And this is based on visits, physical visits to this place. Is there somebody with a clicker who's watching people come in and out? No, of course not. Right? They track everything. And because of this, it creates a new world we call Cerebral SEO. And Cerebral SEO is a brand new plugging out of the matrix concept, where Google's algorithm, it's AI, it's artificial intelligence, that's become so complex that most people don't even know how it works. The old way is dead, right? This is how it's moving forward, which is, you need to be visible, first of all. When you get visible, when you do, like, you get results like I just showed you, what happens is Google then pushes those rankings up. Then people see it, people Google it. When they Google it, they search for it, they phone, they all of this stuff. It's all encapsulated. It's a snowball effect. And then when people phone through, that business gets pushed up even further and further and further and further. Okay? It's all interlocking, interconnected. And it's what we call Cerebral SEO, which is all encapsulating. And it all starts with getting that initial result like this, which is going to force people or get them to click on the link and check the link out. Then they're going to see who the Mahan law office is. When they do that and they Google the name, that pushes, everything's connected, right? And this is what we call Cerebral SEO. So I'm not going to go into that in too much detail, but what I will say is, regardless of the niche that you're in, this is how you can break into any niche on the planet right now, using what I've just showed you. Because if you imagine a dam, okay, you imagine a dam, and you think of all the keywords I showed you. So you rank for a keyword, you poke a hole in the dam. Okay? You rank for another keyword, poke a hole in the dam. You keep poking holes with these authority, tiny campaigns until whoosh, the dam breaks. And with it, the power is unleashed, and businesses, general businesses, start making some serious money. I'm talking life-changing money here, with little campaigns that anyone, I repeat, anybody can do in the comfort of their own home if they so choose. Alright, so the opportunity with local is crazy here. Build a machine and connect services with customers. Get paid recurring income. Just think about the opportunity. Really think about it. Because it's there, it's available, and it's easy to use for anybody who wants to embrace it. So, let's, well, the question, I guess, is where you want me to take this next. I mean, we've got more case studies there. I'll quickly touch on these. This is e-com. This dude got up to $11,000 a day just using e-com. He's got an e-commerce product, using our strategy, using Cerebral SEO, just simply pushing out a piece of content, getting results constantly, getting authority once a month, 10 to 15 minutes a month. That's it. Bang, $11,000 a day. But don't just take my word for it. Look at this. We've got Scott here. Closed his first client. Said to the client, listen, I'll give you a 7-day trial for $100 with a money-back guarantee. He was thrilled. He bought a $700 per month pack, plus $400 setup fee. He's got 2 other businesses. Edward, in New York City, he's in the top 3 for New York City office space in the news results. Then he's come up from 20 to 5 in New York. We don't even recommend going for New York, right? That's not part of our strategy, but he did and he got results. We recommend going for regions and areas that are low in population of around 200 to 350,000 people. That's the sweet spot. And that's where you'll get many results and just close businesses for fun. Alright? Stefan, live on the call, live on the webinar like you are now. He just turned around, opened his LinkedIn, said to a client, if I can get you ranked tomorrow, what is it worth to your business? That's all he did. If I can rank you tomorrow, what is it worth to your business? And the client said, well, if you can get me ranked, I'll pay you £5,000, which is around $7,000 face value, done. And then I'll pay you £2,000 per month. This is the worst part. Look at this. I didn't quote any price. He didn't even quote a price. The client quoted the price. I just asked what it was worth to his business. No brainer for both parties. What a result. Okay, there's people out here making some serious cash using this method, using this system. And we've also got Brent Garcia, who, if I've got time, I'll show you his video testimonial. Or you can go on YouTube and check that out for yourself. If you just type in Brent Garcia press cable into YouTube, he made $75,000 in a 6-week window. $75,000, 6-week window, by using this method and strategy. So, I guess the rest is up to you. If you want me to show you some more case studies, I can. Or if you want me to lift the hood, then I can do that too. So if you want me to show you some case studies, it's a 1. Or if you want me to just go ahead and lift that hood for you and show you how this all works, then I'm happy to do that too. It's a 3 in the chat box. I'll give you a second to type that in. And remember, if you don't vote, you don't get a say, right? So this training probably could take a turn in a direction you don't want it to. So get involved, jump in the chat box. 1 for case studies, 3 to lift the hood and for me to show you how this is done. Okay, let's have a look here. Alright, excellent. I think I've got more 3s than I can even see here. It's just, it's pretty crazy. Let's have a look. Okay, beautiful. Alright, let me jump out of this. And let's give the people what they want, right? Show you how this is done. So, for those of you who haven't managed to figure this out yet, by the way, this is all done using press releases. I repeat, using press releases. Okay? But remember what I said about the matrix. This is much the same way. This is done using press releases in a way that nobody is doing or has done in history. And nobody's getting results like we are with this system because nobody's using it in this way. Alright? That's my guarantee to you. It's a brand new way of doing this stuff. It's opening people's eyes. It's pretty crazy. So I share this with you, and we'll go through it. And remember, what I'm about to show you cost us hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, but it costs us even more money in terms of time and resource if you really worked it out. So sit back and watch how the whole thing is done, right? Simple. We've got a template system here. I'm going to go with new product for now. I'm going to go with generic A. So let's push ahead with that. Okay, so just sit back and watch me fill one of these out. So we've got product type is ranking software, target audience is marketers, date product is available. Let's go with the 21st of June, as it's the 20th of June today. Let's have a look. 2017, product name, let's go with press cable, business name, Skyranker. Alright, so we've got 3 features here. Okay, let's fill these out real quick. Feature number 1 is going to be getting your content listed on hundreds of authority news websites in 24 to 40 hours. Yes, please. Why was this included? Look at this, by the way. Do you see the template on the right-hand side? This is very, very important. Can you see that? Hint, example, and finish the sentence. If you do, give me a 1 in the chat, because that is crazy. This is what brings the whole entire thing together. have a look here. Yeah. Okay. Alright, this is important. Why? Because our world-class copywriters have written the whole thing. It's like doing it yourself. Imagine that. The whole thing done for you. Look at this hint, example, finish the sentence. I cannot tell you how progressive this is. In terms of each and every word here is clinical and being chosen by our world-class copywriters to be used as if they are writing it for you. You just copy, paste, and repeat. Scale, scale, scale. Very simple. So why was this included? We're gonna say it will make getting rankings easier. It's good for the customer, as it helps save time and effort. Feature number 2 is going to be this then results in multiple front page rankings for low to mid competition keywords, which is what we all like. Feature was included to reduce time spent on campaigns. Good for the customer as it increases authority and traffic. We'll have both, right? Yes, please. Feature 3 is going to be, let's have a look. Well, it's essentially what I'm doing right now, right? Which is writing the release, producing the content in as little as 5 minutes. It's good for, or why was the feature included? It was included to increase ROI. It's good for the customer because it increases take-home profits. Yes, please. Okay, all 3 done. Last couple of bits and bobs, my name, my position here, quote about the product. Let's go with simply no-brainer, just the one. And finally, why are you excited about this product? Because simply put, and truly, it's a game changer. Right? It's time to unplug from that matrix and see this for what it is. Okay, and there you have it, your bona fide press release. Now, there's a couple of things I'm going to go through here, so pay super close attention. First of all, because of our time constraints, I'm going to fly through this now. Okay. First of all, and this is important, if you imagine, if it takes you just 15 minutes to do your first few campaigns, okay, and you spent 1 hour on this a day for 1 week, 1 hour's work for 1 day for 1 week, that's 7 hours a week. That's 7 hours a month. Yeah? That will give you 28 press releases. And how much did I say we sell these for? Constantly, and people out there are pushing these out for. We recommend $700 per month, which gives us $19,600 in recurring income. $19,600 first month. Okay? Remember, show results, get paid. Month 2, which is exactly the strategy many of our customers are using out there, including the likes of Brent, Stefan, and many, many others. So month 2, you've already got your 19,600. Okay? That's already there. You add another 19,600. What are you left with? Let's have a look. My maths is terrible. I'm going to use a calculator, admittedly. Let's work this out here. So times 2. Okay, so you've got 39,000. Let's just say 39,000. It's a little over. We can just do 39,000. Okay? That's month 2. Month 3? Well, we just continue in the same vein, right? We've already got the 39K there. We bank that because it's recurring income. And then what do? We add another 19,600 on top of that. You get where this is going? Let's add that real quick. Because this is real cash, right? This is what people are doing out there. We still haven't reached the levels of Brent here, who hit 75K in 6 weeks, but still, this is pretty incredible. $58,800. $58,800. 58K in month 3, recurring. Month 4, you start with what? 58K, right? Can you see how this begins to stack up? Now, the interesting part here is what I want to do is be conservative. So even if you close 50% of businesses, okay, that still gives you what, 29K? 29K. And I'm being overly conservative here. I've slashed that in half for you. $29,000 in recurring income. That's a salary that you're getting in a year. Right? All on automation, which I'll talk about a little bit later in more detail. Remember, build a machine, right? Now, what takes this to another level is the headline here. This is how we're going to jack those trends like never before. So, if you have an idea of what we need to do with this headline, because remember, we're ranking for multiple keywords, right? Using a single piece of content. So if you have an idea of what I should be doing with this headline, then put it into the chat box. Let's see who's been paying attention here. Boom! Ed says combo of keywords. Absolutely. We've got Kieran, Stefan, and a few others coming in. Steven, sorry. Coming in with keywords, stuffing keywords, making it keyword intensive. Yes, yes, and yes. What I want to be doing here, very simply, okay, is something that we call it the stacking trick. I repeat, it's the stacking trick. And the stacking trick is all about stacking this headline full of keywords. That's it. Imagine what your keywords are. Okay, so we're going to use this piece of content here that I showed you earlier, right? That we ranked for, literally, and we're still ranked. Look at this, 5 hours ago. I still find that ridiculous. Just look at that. Boom, right? But what's incredible here, if you've got Houston, paternity, law, firm, affordable, family, lawyers, services, what are these? These are all keywords. So think about you, think about your products, your services, whatever you're pushing out there, wherever you want to send the traffic, right? Or whatever business you want to close for recurring income, where you do the work once and you get paid monthly. This is what it's about. So use your keywords, imagine what they will be, put them into your headline, hit publish, and bang, front page. For a variety of different keywords, like I showed you earlier, right? Done. Now, how this takes on a completely new level with trendjacking is as follows, and you can boost this into a, literally into another level. So let's go with Google Trends here, so I can demonstrate exactly how this works before we move on. This is important. So we're going to go with Google. I'm going to go with UK Trends. I'm based in the UK. All right, they're going to be very similar to the States. So let's open this up. Let's have a look. Okay, so stories trending now. In fact, we'll do the US. All right, we'll do trending searches on normal Google.com, just so you can relate to this, because a lot of this will be in the US. I know a lot of you are out there. So let's have a look. Okay, featured insights. It's just loading up. All right. So, music, Midtown Atlanta, obviously that's an event. We've got Foo Fighters, we've got Zika virus, yellow fever, we've got Minnesota State Fair, we've got John Ossoff, we've got Nazi Germany, Argentina, Adolf Hitler, Nazi memorabilia, Buenos Aires, we've got Ascot Racecourse, which is in the UK. Okay, here we go. So just to give you an idea, alright, we've got all of these trending topics. What do you think you can do if all it takes is getting your keywords and put them into the headline? If you want to rank and you want to jack the back off these trends, all you have to do is find your trend. If, for example, if it's a boxing trend, people are typing into Google right now things like Golovkin, things like Floyd Mayweather, things like Canelo Alvarez, right? Or they might be typing in Transformers, The Last Night, Mark Wahlberg, Transformers, Michael Bay. All of those are your keywords. What do? You put them into your headline, hit publish, bang! You rank in hours. What happens after that? You jack all of that trending traffic, because people are typing this into Google anyway. And then you knew another piece of content, and this time you target Barack Obama, you target presidency, right? So put into the chat box and let me know trends or things happening in the world right now that you could be taking advantage of that are connected directly to your products and services, because it's so easy to do that, right? It's so easy to connect things that are trending to what you're doing out there, because all you've got to do is get your keywords into the headline, hit publish, put your links into the press release, and you're done, right? You just collect all that traffic and send it to wherever you want to go. Ed says Alzheimer's. Yep, absolutely. So what can you connect it with? Ed, you can connect it with so many different things, right? Like, look, we've got boxing. So with boxing, you can connect Alzheimer's with maybe boxers in the past who have had that disease, or you can go through brain surgery or the latest in brain development and things like that. People are typing in. I mean, there's so many trending topics here. So we've got Logan saying boxing, Mayweather, absolutely. Even if you want to sell T-shirts off the back of what's going on, you can, right? Boxing T-shirts, boxing memorabilia, wherever it might be. Here we've got Queen's Club Championship. I don't know what that is. I think that's in the UK. Here we go. FIFA Confederations Cup. You can sell, football memorabilia, or you can come and you can connect it back to what you're doing, right? So whatever your niche is, you can connect it. For example, look at this: Barclays, Sirius, Fraud, Office, Cata, United Kingdom. All right. So if you're doing law, you can say there's a report on the legality of banking, whatever it might be. Target these keywords, and then connect it to a law firm. Right? So you find your trending topic here, connect it to your niche, and you're good to go. And we're doing this for fun. I mean, you could even connect, for example, just to give you an idea of how this could work. All right? We've got customers right now who can connect things like selling computers, mobiles online, okay, to things like Zika virus. And how can you do that? It's very, very simple. You can talk about how money, from you get like donations, and you have, what are they called now? Charities. You've got charities that support Zika virus and all this good stuff. And you can connect it. I mean, I think somebody found a connection with a computer company that was donating to Zika virus. So you just do target those keywords, talk about that, and then connect it to your products and services. Right? It's very, very simple to do. If you're selling stuff like electric guitars, like I showed earlier, you can connect it to this. The Music Midtown, that's obviously an example as well. So you've got some good examples here, and you've got people, to increase social engagement and all this good stuff. But I mean, you really can take this far. It doesn't matter what you're pushing. Okay, even something controversial like Nazi Germany, Argentina, Adolf Hitler, Nazi memorabilia. You can talk about law, right? You can talk about law. You can talk about controversial topics around that that really push your topics, your businesses, and your products. Okay, but what I'm saying is you've got an opportunity to do that here to super boost your traffic, because the main way you're going to get traffic is by ranking your keywords. But what you can do is focus on a trending topic at the same time, just to super boost and give you that extra bump in traffic right now. Right? And connect that to whatever you're pushing out there. Or even start selling just brand new stuff, because you know you're going to ride that wave and really bring it in, right? And I'm going to tell you why it's important to understand how this works. Because to a degree, you probably won't even have to do this. And I'll talk about why in a second. But anyway, let's jump straight back into the presentation. There's a few things I wanted to talk about. Because remember, all we're doing here, putting your keywords into the headline and you're publishing, right? So if you've got the trending topic, you find the trending topic, get the keywords, put them into the headline, and jack that traffic. Because you have the ability to do something most people only dream of, which is ranking overnight like this. Or on the same day even, which is pretty powerful, right? Okay. So let's jump back into the presentation. My question for you is based on what I talked about. And this is just a filling in of the form, whether you thought it was easy or whether you thought it was hard. If you want to put that into the chat box for me real quick, I'll give you a second to do that. So just the filling in of the form, nothing else, none of the links, none of the trending topics for now. All right. Okay, beautiful. No hassle, easy, straight up. Beautiful, I love it. Alright, because here's the thing. What if I said to you, we could take care of the entire thing for you? When I say entire thing, I mean from A to Z. The keyword research, putting in the trending topics, getting all that ready for you so that we can connect it. Okay, so we can bring it in, push it for you, and do the whole thing. Keyword research, getting the press releases together, writing them, publishing them, everything. All you've got to do is give us the URL, and we will do the rest. That's it. You want us to connect a trending topic for you? We will do it. Okay? You want us to come up with a newsworthy angle? We'll do it. Everything is done on automation, just like I talked about earlier when we're building that machine. Why stress yourself having to think about how you're going to connect a trending topic to your product and service when our copywriters can do the whole thing for you? They're trained to do that. Okay? Let them trendjack for you. Give us a URL, give us the trending topic, and we will do the rest. It's as simple as that. Okay? On top of that, your products, your services, whatever you want to, or wherever you want to send that traffic, give us the URL, and we will do the rest for you. If you've got a local business that you want to close, give us the URL, we'll do the rest for you. In other words, the whole entire thing is done for you completely on automation, so you can focus on what you do best, which is going out there and growing your recurring revenue. Okay? So if you'd want to hear about that, if you'd want to hear about how that's possible, how we're doing it, and how we can provide you with a service like that, then I'll be happy to put something on the table here, to offer you something today. But I'd need enough demand. So give me a 5 in the chat box if that sounds good to you. The whole thing done on automation, laid out so you can focus on what you do best. Okay? Everything I've shown you today, the power of it, all done for you and delivered and fulfilled on your behalf. So again, if I don't get enough demand, there's not going to be much point in going into that. But if I do, and there's enough 5s in the chat box here, then I'll be happy to go into that. So I'll give you a second to type that in real quick. Okay, so there's a few 5s coming in. Let's have a look. Yeah, there's a ton of 5s coming in here. Let me have a look. Yeah, beautiful. Okay, all right, awesome. So I'm happy to do that. So here's the thing, right? There's a couple of things I want to share with you. First of all, as I talked about, we are the fastest growing press release company in the world, and for Levente. Was it Levente? Let's have a look. He was asking me a question earlier. Levente says, show me an example of connecting transformers with lawyers. Levente, that's simple. Mark Wahlberg, who is the biggest actor, well, he's the biggest star of the movie Transformers, right? He was involved in a legal battle for assault a few years ago. So you can talk about that. You can talk about Transformers Last Night, which is the movie, I think. Star Mark Wahlberg, and then go into, you know, the piece about the law, about what he did, how he broke it, and how that relates to the law firm that you're targeting, and how they deal with that exact piece of law, and go down that route. It's very, very simple. And again, it's about getting creative, right? That's what Trendjacking's about, and we can do the whole thing for you. In terms of take that off your hands. But that gives you an example. Mark Wahlberg, law, connecting to a law firm. Very simple. Right? That's you jacking the trending traffic coming in for that movie and connecting it to a product or service that you're pushing. Which is pretty cool. Or you could always set up a shop selling t-shirts online, which a lot of people do on the side, as an example. And if you target things like Halloween, you target things like Father's Day, these are things happening every single year. You know when they're going to happen. So you can target them, all right, and you can get that traffic coming in year in, year out. In fact, there's people out there who make money just based on Halloween and Father's Day. And I think the Super Bowl as well. Like 3 events a year. That's all they do. They just get ready. They line up their press releases and bang. When D-Day arrives, they are dominating the front pages. All of that traffic is just going to their products, their services, their memorabilia, the video courses they have. Everything is geared towards the actual date and the actual event. So there's 2 ways of doing this. You can relate this to an event or product that you already have, or you can gear your products or services that are simple to create and get together and you can tie those in with actual events that are happening, and you know when they're going to be in the diary every single year. They're calendar events, right? So that's a good way to look at it. Okay, so just to give you an idea, press cable here and what we do. So PR Web is one of our biggest competitors. They'll charge you $369 to match our old distribution. What that means is, okay, that they will charge you $369 for one single press release, where distribution is quite simply the number of authority sites that we leverage, which means more CNNs, Fox News, ABCs, more sites with more authority, and obviously we get bigger results as a result, as a direct result of that. Okay, so that's what distribution means. It's just the number of cool kids that we're leveraging. And on top of that, you've got the $250 per release, because of course PR Web does not have any software to write it for you. To get a writer, typically looking at $250. So just so you know, and so you're aware, it's my duty to let you know, okay? You'd be looking at around $700 for one single press release, not for 10, not for 20, but for one. All right. So if you want to go out there, close 20 businesses, do 20 press releases, 30 press releases, it's going to cost you 30 times 700 each and every time. And remember, I talked about charging local businesses 700 and above, right? So you're not even making a profit in some cases. So it's important to put that out there. Anyway, just give me a second here. I think I've pressed the wrong thing. I just wanted to put out there, look, my purpose today was to show you how simple and easy press releases can be with the right distribution. Okay? And I'm hoping that I've given you some insight of how you can use this effectively to really make a difference to your business. Remember, one $700 per month client can be enough to give you the platform to go and close 2 or 3 more. Suddenly, you've got a really nice recurring income stream coming in, right? Then you can jack some trends on top of that, really boost the traffic you're getting. And this stuff is, like I said, it's about unplugging from that matrix. So if I've given you something that you can use to improve your quality of life as a result of improving your business, it could be the smallest thing or a big thing, it doesn't matter. I know that I serve that purpose. Myself, Hugh, Chris, all of our team here, and Hugh's team, we're dedicated and united in our passion for helping people. So that's very important for me to say whenever we deliver live training like this. Alright? So the question remains, of course, would you like to have access to this platform at less than 1/10 of the price of PR Web for better distribution? Remember, we have better distribution now. We have more authority news sites than PR Web. We distribute to more of them. That's why it's better, and it's less than 1/10 of the price. So it's not 1/10, but less than. And I've already got people putting a yes in the chat box. The excitement's building up. This is brilliant. This is awesome. I love it. Okay. Alright, so here's the thing. Because the doors have actually been closed. Alright, but they're about to be reopened. Because the special offer you're about to see is here to raise buzz. But the price is going to go up by nearly 500% very, very soon. So once I give you the link, you need to get in now for the best deal. If you don't do that, you're going to miss out. Many have, and many will continue to. Alright, the deal is incredible. It's at over 90% of the retail price that PR Web charges at $369 for. If normal press cable customers were to see this, there would be a riot. Alright, the only reason you're seeing this is thanks to Hugh. Hugh has invited us on especially to share this with you and provide this link to each and every one of you. That's why you're here, and that's why you're seeing this, because we've been invited, but so have you, on this special webinar. Otherwise, again, normal press cable customers would be up in arms if they were to see this. So if you're ready, let's do this. This is how you're going to get access to your discount. Here it is, and the offer. Okay, this is how you're going to get access, because the offer is limited to the first 100 people who are willing to do the following 3 things unapologetically. Because remember, we need to make sure we're putting this into the hands of the right people. Okay, so the offer is limited to the first 100 people who are willing to do the following 3 things. If you're not, then you're not going to be a good fit for us, unfortunately, because we are the fastest growing press release company on the planet, and that doesn't happen by accident, and it does not happen overnight. We're getting results after results after results by unplugging more and more people out of the matrix, okay? So number one, you must commit to do your first campaign within 30 days. If you do that, you're going to be successful. Secondly, you must commit and follow our training. If you do that, you're going to be successful. And finally, you must email in and let us know how you felt about your first campaign. If you do those three things, you demonstrate, number one, you're serious about your business. Number two, you're the right people or right person for us to be working directly with. All right? So if you're committed, hold on now. Here it comes. Here's your discount link. It's on the screen, and there it is. Bang. It's yesit'sfor.me/Hugh. I repeat, yesit'sfor.me/Hugh. Okay? It's on your screen. It's also in your chat box now. Click on that link, choose your package, and check out. I repeat, click on that link, choose your package, and check out. Now, I only have a few minutes left, so I'm going to open this up to Hugh very quickly to lead us through the Q&A here. And then I do have to jump off. I have another call, which I'm already slightly late for. We've gone over a little bit today because of the amount of information I wanted to get out there. So, Hugh, if you're there, you can hear me.
Yes, sir. What would you like me to do?
Yeah, no, I just wanted to hear some thoughts from you. Before I do that, I just wanted to let everybody know. Number one, yes, there is a subscription. If you choose to take it, you'll need to go into your members area to have access to that. So choose your package, check out, go into your members area, and lock in that discount, which simply means you'll have access to this pricing indefinitely and for life. And if you don't do that, it's fine. It's it's your prerogative. But just remember, the pricing you see on the screen today is a one-time offer only, which means once you purchase it, you cannot rebuy anymore at that price unless you've locked in your discount, which you can, of course, cancel at any time. Okay? So that's important to put out. This is a one-time deal only unless you choose your package today, you check out, you go into your members area, and then you can lock in your discount for life. So that subscription is available if you choose to take it. All right, but once the offer closes, it's closed. There's no coming back or anything like that. We cannot do that. Being the brand that we are, we need to protect that. So yeah, Hugh, I just wanted to hear your thoughts on some of the stuff we've been talking about today. I thought I've been talking long enough. People would it'd be nice for everybody to hear from you.
Yeah, I'm pretty excited about this myself. I'm looking forward to getting started with it. I got a lot of stuff that I want to get better rankings for. So. I'm looking forward to getting my hands dirty with this or having you guys do it. Pretty exciting. I like the idea of connecting the trending words with your title and connect it with the press release network. It's extremely powerful.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's what I'm saying to everybody. And this is important to remember. It's not just the trendjacking is powerful. It's there, it's available, and you can use it. But the biggest opportunity by far today is with local businesses because it's the simplest way to make money, right? And you have to remember, the training alone is incredible with what we've got today. And many SaaS companies sell their training or they use their software as a bonus. We're giving you both today, all in one. And the extensive training alone is worth $1,000. The software, $500 alone. And you're getting all of that today. We're talking about keyword training. We're about getting clients, driving e-com, affiliate sales, CPA. We have it all. The training has it all. So jump in, choose your package, check out, and remember, the biggest opportunity is by closing clients on a monthly basis, where you can get kick-started with that immediately. All right, and get some real solid results, like a lot of our customers are doing right now. Or if you want to boost your traffic, you can do that right now as well. Choose a trending topic that connects to your business, your service. Just go on Google Trends, see what's happening. Or if there's something coming out, like a movie coming out, which connects to something you sell. If there's a movie coming out with, I don't know, we were talking about lawyers before, but if you're targeting, or if you sell something online, like for example panda bears or something, I don't know, a lot of our customers do this. They'll wait for Kung Fu Panda to come out, and when it does, there's like a massive campaign that they'll do. Or if there's like pandas in the news because they're going extinct or something similar, they'll plan their stories around that and really boost what they're doing. Because all you have to do is choose your trending topic, get those keywords, put it into the headline, and then just do a spin on it. And remember, the whole entire thing can be taken off your hands and automated, so that our world-class copywriting team is doing the work for you. You're simply connecting a service to a customer, and you're getting paid recurring income in the middle. Okay, so that's important to put out there. So I'm gonna have to close off now. Hugh, if there's any questions you see that I haven't managed to get to, then please do address them. Otherwise, I'll leave it to you to shut us down. And if there's any final questions, I'll be happy to answer those. So thank you, Hugh, for having us on. It's been a real pleasure. And thank you to everybody who's been on the training today, and everybody everybody who's jumped in. I know there's been a ton of you, so welcome to the Press Cable family. And yeah, it's a genuine pleasure to be here. For those who are on the call, this is a crazy opportunity for you, because you're here, right? You're watching this live, and you're being presented with this offer, and the opportunity to go out there and really make it happen with what we've got here. So congratulations, well done, and it's been great to be on this training. So progressive, everybody's very knowledgeable, and it's great to be training a bunch of people like this, people who are serious about their businesses, their ventures, true entrepreneurs, and I love that. So thank you so much for the opportunity there, Hugh. We really appreciate it.
Thanks a lot for coming on, Jay. Really appreciate it. It was a really great presentation. You did a fine job of laying everything out, and it's an exciting opportunity. I actually here in Miami have a lot of local businesses contacting me, and so I'm going to definitely use this to help them and make some deage, as they say, and so looking forward to that. So with that being said, I think we're going to go ahead and wish everybody a fun, good afternoon and close down the webinar for now. Once again, thanks, Jay, and thanks everyone else for being with us today. And I guess we're going to try to keep this offer open for a couple of days so people can hear the recording and get this opportunity, but I don't think it's going to be up for very long, so definitely jump on this now. Okay. Okay, guys, so this is Hugh out. Thanks a lot for being here, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.
Thanks, Hugh. Thanks, everybody. Choose your package, check out, and I'll see you all on the inside. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jay.